2015, I I hired him to speak for one of my events.
Yeah.
And by the way, it was in three payments, and I had the first one, didn't have the second one. I was ready to sell my pickup truck, the F-150 pickup truck, to pay the fee at the time. But hey, when you go all in, things happen for you, and I figured it out, and it worked, and that was my first deal I did with them.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the struggles behind the scenes that people,
Yeah.
everybody thinks you get from here to here. They don't understand the pits and the valleys along the way, right? Let's talk about that as an entrepreneur. But I've been self-employed for 27 years. I have a couple corps. I mean, you have the wins, you have the losses. You're hoping you have more wins stacked over losses at the end of the day. Let's talk about the losses. Let's talk about the reality of give me some losses in your life and when it comes to business, and let's talk about the reality of it, right? I mean, it's not always wins, and those losses are the ones that propel you, right? If you actually sit back and look at all those moments, right?
I mean, there's multiple in my career.
Yeah,
There's a saying,
every entrepreneur, of course. Yeah.
and there's a little saying, for every level, there's another devil.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you achieve more, let's say, so-called success and money and all that, there's more obstacles, but opportunity. My beginning, I guess, struggles or just kind of like tough times were 2015. I was sleeping in my truck sometimes. I was traveling the country, podcasting, interviewing people.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to make excuse. I didn't have the money to go to a conference or go interview somebody. And I wanted to build relationships, just like us on the show right now. And so instead of like making it the excuse, I slept in my truck to save money. I ate canned food or $5 footlongs, and I bootstrapped to be able to get into these opportunities. And then that was one kind of going in that journey, figuring things out. But where my biggest like kind of rock bottom hit is, most people don't realize, is it wasn't that long ago. Did the TV show Success in Your City in 2018. We traveled the country. We're funding this show with our own money and sponsors. We're also running businesses, but then a bunch of things hit. Had to buy out a business partner. I had another thing go wrong. Basically, all things went at once where I was almost bankrupt. And I was in a position where create this show, get it out there, and then I'm like, oh, I lost everything. I lost the land I owned. I lost my car got repossessed. I had debt collectors calling me. My relationship with my wife wasn't good. And every day you wake up and you wonder, how the hell am I going to get out of this situation? Yeah. And all you do is you keep going. Yeah. You keep pushing forward. And so it's very humbling. And I really believe those experiences that I had is a competitive advantage to allow you to become even more successful. Those of you that haven't really experienced it, maybe you aren't pushing far enough, or I don't know, it didn't come to your own area. And so for me, that changed me. It made me wiser. It made me look at things differently. It made me appreciate things. Yeah. And then when I did make money, gratitude, being grateful. And so those are the low moments not everybody talks about. And they can be, I don't want to say depressing, but they can be very hard on your mental health. And the thing is, we're tough people, right? We don't want to talk about it. But it happens every single day to entrepreneurs all over. And unless you have a core group you can trust, who do you talk to?
Yeah.
Because they think you're crazy. So